Good morning, children, and here we meet again for our computer class. So, children, today what exam you have? You have your computer exam, okay? And you know which lesson you need. You know you will need this lesson which is on the screen. That is lesson number 3. Know the major parts. So, children, I hope you all have studied well for your test, okay? You have all prepared well your lesson, your exercises to fill in the blanks and write accordingly and nicely. Read the question thoroughly and write accordingly. Okay, children? So, children, we will do a recap of this lesson only, which will come in your unit test. So, let's start. The name of the lesson is Children Know the Major Parts, and you all know of which parts we'll study, of what thing parts we'll study. We will study about the computer, the parts of the computer. So let's move. Before we move, let's see what is today's date. Today's date is 2nd of September. We have already entered in the month of September and today's date is 2nd. So let's move. So this is your textbook page. I hope you are all ready with your textbook and you follow the pages, listen to my video, see my video, listen to my voice and follow the pages. Okay, children? So let's move. So what is given in the first page? It's given, children, that the computer is made up of, just a second, children. It's given the computer is made up of 4 important parts. These are monitor, CPU, mouse and keyboard. Yes, children, the computer we all know is made up of 4 important parts. First is the monitor, next is the CPU, next is the keyboard, and then we have the mouse. Now we'll study these parts in detail. Okay, now let's move with the next page. What is there in the next page? In the next page, children, it's given about the monitor, monitor, and what it's given, monitors come in different shapes and sizes. New monitors are flat and thin nowadays. Old monitors used to be big and heavy. Now, children, monitors, these are the monitors. Okay, before the monitors used to be thick, okay, big and heavy, but nowadays monitors are flat, okay, flat and thin, and they are light also. So what is a monitor? A monitor is a screen, okay, it's a screen which displays whatever we draw, write with a mouse or type with a keyboard. It is displayed on this screen, okay, this screen. This is the screen of the monitor. It is displayed on a monitor. Next, one more thing I would like to remind you, children, this is a word, okay, and what is the full form of VDU? VDU, monitor is also called a VDU, Visual Display Unit. Okay, children, monitor is also called Visual Display Unit. Now let's move to the next part of a computer, which is, children, a mouse. And what is there? A mouse has 3 buttons: right button, left button and scroll button. So children, a mouse has 3 types of buttons, okay, a left button, a right button, this is the, children, left button, right button and scroll button. And with the help of a mouse we can, what can we do? We can point on the screen whatever we want to point on the screen. That's why what is a mouse called? A mouse is called a pointing device, okay, it is also called the pointing device. Okay, so children, now let's move to our next, what we have, our next part of the computer is a keyboard, okay. And what is keyboard necessary? Keyboard is necessary to type on the, whatever you want to type, we can type with the help of a keyboard on the screen. And how many keys are there on a keyboard? There are total 104 keys. Okay, there are total 104 keys. and in a keyboard various types of keys are there. So let's see what are the types of keys. First we have the alphabet keys. Okay, this is the alphabet key, children. And alphabet keys are used for typing words and sentences. Then we have the number keys. Alphabet keys are present from A to Z, all the 26 letters, and they are called alphabet keys, used for typing words and sentences. And number keys are from 0 to 9, and they are called numeric keys also, and they are used for typing numbers. So here you can see a picture of the alphabet key and the numeric keys. Now let's move to the next key. What we have, it's the children caps lock key. Okay, we have the caps lock key, and caps lock key, what it does is it allows typing in capitals. Okay, we have the caps lock key, and caps lock key helps in typing in capital. Okay, if you want to type any letter in capital, the caps lock key helps in it. Then we have, children, the space bar key. Okay, the space bar key. The space bar key is used to, what it is used, it's used to insert blank spaces between two words. Between two words, numbers or letters, the space bar key is needed. Then we have the enter key. The enter key is pressed to start a new line. If we want to start a new line, then the enter key, which is there on the keyboard, we press on it, a new line is, then we go to a new line and start to write a new sentence. Then we have a backspace key. This is the backspace key. Backspace key is used to delete the text, that is a letter, to the left of the cursor. If we want to erase something, okay, we have written, then what we do, we click on the backspace key, and then we cannot use a eraser, okay, on a screen, so we have the backspace key. If we have written the spelling of something incorrectly, then we use the backspace key. Then we have, children, the arrow key. You can see here the arrow keys. The arrow keys contain 4 keys, and with the help of this we can move the cursor, okay, which is on the screen, right, left, up or down. Now this is the backspace key, children, and you all know backspace key is the longest key on a keyboard. This is a space bar key, children. This is the space bar key, okay, and space bar key is the longest key on a keyboard. Now let's move to next. This is an enter key. Enter key you will find on the keyboard where enter will be written, and this is the enter key. Then we have the backspace key. Backspace key is a key. This also is there on the keyboard, and it's written there as backspace. Then these are the keyboard keys, children. Keyboard arrow keys, which moves the cursor right, left, up or down. Then we'll study today about some more additional devices, okay, some more devices which what they do, which are used along with the computer. So let's see what are those additional devices. We have, children, a printer. Okay, this is a printer, children, and we need a printer. Okay, if we want to print something with the help of a computer, we want to print a book, we want to print a piece of paper in important document, then we use this printer. We give the command to the computer, and that the printer, it takes the command and then it prints. Then we have the speaker. We all have seen this. The speaker is also, what do we do with the speaker? When we want to play movie, when we listen to a song, what do? If we want to hear the voice more clearly, then we use a speaker. We can put the volume high and low. Then we have pen drive. What is a pen drive, children? A pen drive is used for what purpose? If we have any information to be given to someone, we cannot carry the laptop or computer to every place. Then what we do? We insert the information, any document, any file, any movie, any songs inside the pen drive, and then we give it to the and then we can take it along with us. Okay, it's very small. Then we have children a scanner. A scanner is also used with the help of a computer, and we can use the scanner for what purpose, children? We can scan. Okay, we can scan photos, we can scan documents, anything we can scan. Then we have a CD. A CD is also used in a computer. This is used to we can store movies, then we can store children songs in it, and we can use as and when necessary. Then children, we have a webcam. This is the camera. Okay, this is the camera of the computer laptop. Okay, this is used when someone wants to talk to a person far away with the help of a computer, and they want to see each other, then they use this camera. Then lastly, children, we have the UPS. Okay, this is the UPS. What is the UPS? Full form of UPS? Uninterrupted power supply. This is the UPS which is used with the computer, and it gives power when suddenly the electricity it goes off, and if we are doing something on the computer, what happens? This device UPS gives some power to the computer, and for some time we can continue doing our work, and then we can shut down, save the work what we have done, and then we can shut down, and then children we can close the computer. Okay, so children, we shall stop till here. I hope it's clear to you. I have brushed up the important topics. So children, you go through the lesson again, read the lesson. Okay, read each and every line very carefully, and also the exercises, workbook exercises, the question answers, the fill in the blanks, whatever is given thoroughly. And all the best for your exam, children. Write nicely, write with good handwriting. Okay, so children, have a good day and bye bye.